Guys, one of the biggest editorial companies just posted the top 10 best real estate markets in the United States. What do you think the number one was? You're right. Dallas, Texas. That's where I live. That's where I'm a real estate developer. And that is great news for me because I'm going to build some badass houses and make a lot of money. Short days on market. So all pluses for me. But let me tell you the other 9 markets. And if you're in any one of these markets, you definitely should become a builder because interest rates are coming down right now. The election's almost over with. And when interest rates come down, valuations go up. So your profits will get bigger because our building materials and everything should stay the same. It's just the price of the home will get more and more because interest rates are going down. The demand is becoming more and more. So supply and demand, economics, more demand, lower supply, higher prices. Does that make sense? Now, here are the top 10 real estate markets that you need to know. Leading the list, numero uno, Dallas Fort Worth area. My home base. Beautiful thing. Number 2, Miami, Florida. My second home base. I don't know. Dallas and Miami, 2 great markets. If you're living in Miami right now, you might want to get into the real estate market and start building homes. The demand's about to go crazy. Also, H-Town, Houston, Texas. It's very, very similar to Dallas. A great luxury market there, just like Dallas. Great luxury market. I was just there speaking on an expert panel. If you check my last YouTube out, or maybe a YouTube before that, you can check out that event. I was up there answering a lot of questions, gave a lot of value. Houston, great market. I love it. If you live in Houston, hey, get into real estate. Tampa, number 4 is Tampa. 5, Nashville. 6, Orlando. Safe to say, Florida. If you're in anywhere in Florida, you're going to make some money. Number 7 is Atlanta, the ATL. They have a great market for luxury homes as well. So if you're in the Atlanta area, you better become a home builder right now. Number 8, Boston. Number 9, Salt Lake City. And rounding out the top 10 is going to be Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix actually been going strong for the last few months. So I have a bunch of students in the Phoenix area. They're all starting to kill it right now. So I'm excited for all my students in Phoenix. Shout out to all y'all. So yeah, that's the top 10 real estate markets 2025, the hottest real estate markets coming up this next year. Dallas, Miami, Houston, Tampa, Nashville, Orlando, Atlanta, Boston, Salt Lake City, and Phoenix. If you are in one of those markets and you are looking to get into real estate development, please hit me up. Let me help you. I got everything to help you. I got all the tools. I got all the lenders, the suppliers, the vendors. If you're in Dallas, Fort Worth, I have the contractors I can even give to you. It's a no-brainer if you're Dallas, Fort Worth. That's my home base. Even in Miami, I'm here all the time. I can easily help you. I have students in most of all of these markets, so we can definitely help you become a real estate developer and make some big profits. 2025 is looking very, very good for myself and all my students. It might be my biggest year yet. So in building in these hot markets, the top 10 cities that I just said, there's significant benefits to home builders. One of them, and probably the most important one, is strong demand and fast sales. And I say fast sales because in home building, the velocity of money is the most important thing. You want to buy the land, build the house, and sell it as fast as you can to get your money back. That's called the velocity of money. Once you get the money back, that is when you realize that your profit, your return on your investment. The shortest amount of time you can do that, the higher your ROI, the higher the return on investment. So us as home builders, we're always looking to be building fast and selling fast. So building in these hot markets are going to allow you to sell the fastest because that's where the strongest demands are. So I really encourage you guys to build in one of these top 10 markets. That's where you're going to realize the highest profits and the shortest time frame for your money and get your return. Also, number 2, benefit. Higher profit margins. Like I said, the demand is there. So you're going to make higher profits. They're going to bid the price up. The values are going to be higher. When the demand is there, values raise, right? When there's no demand, you can't sell the house. What do? You start chopping at the price, start cutting the price lower and lower until somebody sees enough value in the home where they're going to come buy it. But in these markets, it's a hot market. Everybody's making money. Everybody wants to move there. You got jobs moving there. Huge companies, Google and Tesla and all the big companies are moving there, setting up nice big headquarters. I know in Dallas they're coming here. So whenever you notice economic growth like that, infrastructure being built, population growth because more and more workers are moving in, that is where it increases the demand for new homes, right? So that's where you see the biggest profit margins. So look for those telltale signs to know if you're in a good market. Population growth, economic growth, as job growth, and lots of infrastructure. If you see a lot of cranes around being built, building huge buildings, then you know something is on the rise and there's a lot of investment coming into your city. Also, when you do sell homes in these markets, it's a lot easier to get financing for the home buyers to get financing through banks because the banks are already putting out a ton of loans in that market. So it's really easy. Everybody's familiar with it, so they're just dumping. The mortgage brokers are just dumping loans out to everybody, closing everything. It's super easy because the market's hot, right? Everybody wants to live there. Not to mention investor interest. Where do investors want to invest their money? In hot markets. So it's easy to raise money to build homes. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. They see it happening. So they're like, oh man, this is one of the hottest markets. I know. It's more of a proven model for the investors. So it's easier to raise money and easier for you to scale as a home builder because you can get access to capital way easier. Not to mention just investors and private money, but also hard money and traditional financing lending. Everybody feels comfortable lending in the hot markets because that's where the population, the job growth, and all the trends are trending upwards. So that's another key benefit to building in the hottest markets. First things first, we need to learn how to underwrite the deal and spot a good opportunity. You're trying to be a home builder. Do you know how to find a lot to build on? Do you know how to underwrite the deal? Do you know what the home price should sell for, what the build cost is, what the land you should pay, how much you should pay for it? These are the things you're going to need to know to become a home builder in these markets. Number 2, you're going to need to know lending. How do you leverage your money for a construction loan? How much is it going to cost you? What kind of bank? Is it going to be private money? Is it going to be traditional financing? Or is it going to be hard money? What are your options? Number 3, design. What are you going to build? What should you build? What style of home are you going to build? How big? How small? Many factors you need to know about design. And then number 4, selling the property. How are you going to sell it? What's it going to sell for? How do you figure these things out? You need to know what to price it at to get your highest profit, right? You can't just say, I want to put it at $2 million. Well, does the market say that you can put it at $2 million? What's the price per square foot that you're going to sell at? What do the comps say? What is the data? You got to pull all this. How do you pull it? Got to get a realtor. Got to have them pull a CMA. Not to mention the permitting process, any zoning issues that you might have. Utilities, do we have connections and taps to all the utilities, sewer, water, gas? Any easements on the property? Do we have surveys on the property? Is there any title issues going on with the property? Contractor negotiations. How do you find a good contractor? What are the red flags of finding contractors? Who to stay away from, who not to stay away from? How do you hire contractors? How do you find all your contractors? There's a lot of contractors you got to find. Architects, framers, mechanical, electrical, plumbers, foundation, sheetrock, drywall, insulation, roofers, landscapers. Lots and lots of contractors it takes to build a house. A lot of things you got to watch out for. Now there are hundreds and hundreds of pitfalls that you can make that could end up costing you thousands of dollars and could even lead you into bankruptcy. Fortunately for you, I've designed a solution based on my many years of real estate development that will help you avoid these pitfalls with a step-by-step process on how to do it correctly. So if you're interested in getting into real estate development the right way and you want to speed up the process to making 6 to 7 figure profits per deal, click the link below. If not, just remember to keep these markets in mind and avoid all those terrible mistakes. Until next time, I'll see you on the next YouTube.